One of the biggest cable news networks in the country is undergoing a rebrand. MSNBC will soon be known as MS Now. It's an acronym that stands for My Source News Opinion World.
In their official announcement on Thursday, MSNBC says this name further underscores our mission to serve as your destination for breaking news and thoughtful analysis and remain the home for the perspective that you've relied on for nearly 30 years. Goes on to mention that this change is happening as part of a move to a new company known as Versant. I haven't figured it out yet, but we'll know that soon enough. That will also include other channels such as CNBC, the Golf Channel, and Sports Engine, which will no longer be considered part of NBC News.
Now, as part of the rebrand, MS Now will also be dropping the famous NBC Peacock logo. Reactions to the change have been mixed, to say the least, on social media. CNN's K-File saying, "What's the problem? This seems fine."
But Outkick founder Clay Travis says, good Lord, MSNBC's brand is so toxic that they won't even let them use the NBC brand anymore. MS Now, it looks like Ms. Now first is the first problem. There's so many problems with
like
this.
Mrs.?
This
like
is one of the worst, yeah, like Miss or Mrs. There's so many problems with this. It's hard to even know where to begin. Well, that's the first one. MS Now makes me want to say MS-13 also, which is the terror group. It also looked, the logo, I can't get into why it looks bad on television, but it looks like it's sending a subliminal self-harm message if you look at it the way I did. You saw it. You saw what I was pointing out. Yes, you did.
I'm going to let you finish.
What else? Changing anything is always wrong and bad and stupid and dumb. And
wow, changing anything.
Yes.
So changing presidents, we should have stayed with Biden?
Changing corporate rebranding is always bad. Remember when HBO Max, which was just HBO, was a good name. HBO Max, then it's just Max. They dropped the HBO
Wow, you dropped the major
the part
one.
Everybody knows what it is. They dropped it, and they realized eventually that was dumb. I used to think people in charge of big organizations who make, I don't know, like branding decisions, they're probably smart people. What do I know? I'm just a lowly TV host. I don't know anything. Now I know that those people just must not be very smart because they keep doing things like that, and it's just bad every time.
Okay, look, pump the brakes. Guys, just so everybody knows, I used to work at MSNBC. I started my career there for
At Ms. Now?
At Ms. Now.
Ms. Now or Ms. Right Now?
I used to work at Ms. Now,
Ms. back
MSNBC, and I was there for the process. This is 15 years ago. So the process of when they were at their 15-year mark, just building to the now, which is almost their 30-year mark, their brand really changed the way it looked, but it also helped solidify who they were in the space, because at the time when I first got there, they were doing like car chases, high-speed chases live, and now they're just heavy in politics. So they solidified who the brand is and have some real talented people over there that have, really worked hard to be synonymous with the brand. I understand that there's a breaking apart of two companies, and so NBC is the bigger parent company that's keeping their Peacock and everything, but CNBC is keeping CNBC exactly as it is and just changing what the acronyms mean. They're changing it to what is it? Consumer News and Business Channel.
Fine. No one's
but my point is why couldn't MSNBC just keep the name, change the logo, and just make it I don't know, major stories,
I agree.
news and bold commentary, like something that goes better.
I have disagreed with you a lot today, but I agree with that. They should keep it and have it stand for something else. Actually, an organization that I cite a lot, the Foundation for Individual Rights and Expression, right? They were the Foundation for Individual Rights in Education, and then they broadened their scope, but they kept the same acronym. That is smart. Yes, right. That I agree with doing.
And just like when WWE went from WWF to WWE, I'm like, why couldn't they just figure out another word for the F instead of federation? Fine, it's not a federation.
Fighting.
Fighting. Like worldwide fighting.
Fisticuffs.
It's so simple to do, but the fact that it's now, and it was just a mouthful. Like I was watching Morning Joe, like I always do. Mm-hmm. And even as Joe was saying, we're separating ourselves and being independent. So I encourage it. What's wrong with it? But he also was trying to say what the new acronym stood for, and it was just taking a while. And that was a little funny to watch, because it's this can't be such a mouthful. No one ever says MS anything. And the point is that it really bothers me is that MSNBC, if you know the history of it, was a merger between NBC News and Microsoft. Microsoft then left the building years ago, and they kept MS in the name.
Right.
So
why do you have to?
It's mean nothing for the last 15 years almost. Yeah. So the fact that Microsoft hasn't been involved in so long and it's still kept MSNBC, they might as well have just kept it going, because it didn't mean anything for the longest time.
We could have come up with something for it to stand for. And
that was...
By the way, I felt the same way before someone tries to get me on hypocrisy. The Twitter rebrand. Sometimes
I
I call it
that
X. I still call it Twitter half the time.
Everyone does.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, no one knows what, how do you say, like, if someone sent a tweet, you say an X? Like, what do you say?
Right,
You still
you
say a
tweet it.
tweet. People still say that.
Yeah.
And it doesn't make sense because an excerpt.
An excerpt.
Oh, wow.
See, our producer Louis should be working in loftier companies doing good.
And it felt like they were trying to, like, over-explain. I saw the executive's email because that was all over the reporting. And it was like, you know, as we define this time to decide who we are, we have to step away and be our own person. And it's like, yeah, you can step away, just change the logo. Any logo would have been fine.
Most annoying corporate rebranding in my lifetime was definitely Comcast for Xfinity, which was just because they were, you know, everyone hated their customer service because it was like the worst on the planet. So like, we're just going to call it Xfinity now. Don't be mad at us.
I'm not
Same company.
mad, though. I like Xfinity a lot. It's been very...
We just know it's Comcast.
That was one that actually worked. This one is too close to the original. And you know, it's also going to be so interesting to watch this play out. And I hope they all succeed because I have a lot of friends that still produce there and work there. But, you know, it's just a totally different thing where they're not, you know, they're going to be relying on themselves. So,
all right, that does it for us today on Rising Live. Thanks for watching. We'll see you back here tomorrow.